Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Preeti's Needle and Thread. Today we are going to learn few stitches regarding to the couching. For couching we require 6 strand threads and even a 3 strands thread. So these are the few stitches in couching. Firstly we will learn this type of stems to do in the couching. For this we have to start with a 6 strand thread, doubling it and taking it to 12 strand. We are going to use another thread, another needle with another color thread which is contrast to this color. Now, after taking the first needle from the same point, we are going to start with the another color thread with another needle. So now I had taken another color thread is green. Very first I will check my line where the line is going, and I will place my 12 strand thread in a particular manner and continuously go on locking to the thread at a equal distance. So at the very beginning I am supposed to lock it in the start, where I am starting with my stitch. After this, at a particular distance I will go on locking my stitch. Down here, after some distance up, down, and so it goes on. We can select any color threads as per our choice. So this is called couching. Finally, putting the needle down wherever I want to end up with my stitch. So I am ending my needle, ending my thread over here, and now I will be taking directly a stitch at the end. It is very compulsory for us to take a stitch at the end point and at the beginning point, so that no one could see where the stitches began or ended. So here now we are going to start with a different kind of flower. We are going to do a new flower now. For this flower we require 6 strand thread. A 6 strand thread has to be winded on your two fingers in a pattern, in a particular pattern. A minimum 7 to 10 rounds you have to take of the thread. Now even we can do two colors mixing in a same thing. Just a little bit. Now we have to just hold this in such a pattern that the opening should go inside and all the loops has to come to the outer side in this pattern, and we are simply going to fold it out like this in this way and adjust all the rings at once. Here I have adjusted all the rings. I am holding it tight, and now I am going to place it in a particular place. Now I will place this flower over here, and at the end side we are going to take a 3-strand thread of a different or a same color which is inside this. Now I am taking red color thread and overlapping it or locking it very tightly. I have to keep in mind that all the threads has to be locked very properly and very tightly. We can also make hairs of this pattern. And now simply we have to do, while packing it, we have to simply do the chain stitch over this backside portion. Here the satin stitch is ready, and I will simply open up this all the petals, losing it all the petals without disturbing the flower. And here one more kind of flower is ready. And now I will show you this pattern over here. For this we again have to take same threads, same pattern threads. Again we are going to take a single color thread. Now we are going to take a red color thread on our fingers in the same pattern. You can take on 2 fingers or you can also take on 3 fingers. Now we will join this together and again have a fold. With this fold we will again stitch the same flower in another direction over here and do the satin stitch as we did it before. So I took the yellow color thread now with the combination of red color. I will place my petals very properly. None of the petal is supposed to leave, and lock the petals or my 6-strand threads very carefully. We can also lock the centers once so that the threads won't come out. It makes us easy to do the satin stitch. Here I completed same like this flower. I had completed it, but now what I am going to do is we have to simply cut the centers of these threads with the help of a scissor or with the help of a cutter. We have to cut the threads. After doing this much, we have to simply open the threads. To simply open the 6 strand threads into a single strand thread each and everywhere. And you can give a proper shape to the flower. So here is a flower. Now the third type of flower we are going to do is, we are again going to use couching pattern, but this time we are going to use two colored threads in two single color thread in two different needles. So one thread will be 6 strand and the another thread will be of 3 strand thread. And both the needles will be having a same color thread. So here are the blue colored threads with two needles, same color threads. Very first, where we are going to start with our flower, we are going to take the center point of our flower. So here I am willing to have my flower over here, so I am taking my center. Again with the another color, another needle, I will take my a little bit side or on the same place. Now I am going to start couching in a circular pattern. Here I started. Now with this 12 strands, the 6 strand thread I am going to double it, so it becomes 12 strand. It makes a little mess, it is little messy. We can just put up the needle before taking a twist, so it becomes a little bit easier to us. Taking a light turn and locking it. The next, just one thing we have to remember, we are not supposed to take the from the center we started, and in a circular form we are going to start our couching. From center we have to give a turn and lock it. Again a circular pattern. Now the before I took the thread outside was here, so I will take it a little before, because a little after will be too far for me. I had took it, and now I will take a twist of the 3 strand thread 6 strand thread and lock it. Now we are going to take it a little bit before it will be somewhere over here. I want to take my next stitch over here so that it is not going to come again and again in a same line. I will set my thread and simply lock the stitch. We are not supposed to pull, we have to take it very loosely. We have to loosen the thread. The 6 strand thread has to be kept loose. Now from here like this, just the locks we are going to do, we have to be very careful that the thread is locked very properly. Just look at the petals which are falling upside down. Here the lock is there, the next petal's lock. I will take it over here. Again taking a twist. In this pattern only we have to take the twists and extend the flower as much long as we want to extend it. Here my flower is about to complete. And my last stitch will be at least a little bit inner side. The point where I took my needle down for the 6th strand, I have to lock the threads. We have to be very careful while doing this. The stitches gets disturbed or distracted very easily. Here is my flower's last petal and I am going to lock it over here. Here is my flower ready. Thank you. If you like my channel or video, please do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.